Good morning / afternoon / whatever time of day it is that you're watching / listening to this video. Are you an old One Piece fan looking for a refresher of the series? Are you a new One Piece fan, perhaps drawn in by the Netflix live-action show, and you want to be brought up to date with the series as it is right now? If you're either of those fans, you probably should not be watching / listening to this video, because what's about to happen is I, someone who's only read One Piece, perhaps once for most of the chapters, is going to try to do his very best to recite the actual plot from memory. Our story begins with generic shonen protagonist number 1, Luffy, who has rubber-based powers, popping out of a barrel to save Kobe from pirates. Kobe is important, remember him later, but for now he fucks off to join the Marines. Luffy wants to be a pirate, specifically he wants to be Pirate King. He wants this because when he was 10 years old, he hung out with some pirates once over a weekend, and that's nuts. If I had to base my life over something I did when I was 10, I'd want to be a dinosaur. Anywho, Luffy needs a crew, and he needs to acquire a ship. His first crewmate he acquires is Zoro/Zolo, who's really good at using swords. Not the best, but still pretty fucking awesome. His second crew member is Nami, who is a thief, and that's kind of her entire shtick, really, actually. He retrieves Nami by fighting a clown man who has cut up himself powers. No, seriously, that is what they do. He is named Buggy, and he is going to be important later, I promise. His third crew member is long-nosed dude, Usopp, who Luffy gets after fighting some dude whose name I'm not going to remember, but whose description I do because it's a butler with Freddy fucking Krueger hands. No, seriously, look it up. His next crew member is Sanji, a cook who is good at cooking and good at kicking and good at being mega fucking horny, basically non-stop. Also, here is where they fight their first 7 Warlords of the Sea dude named Mihawk, who fucks Zoro up because, yes, Zoro's a kind of good swordsman, but Mihawk is like the best swordsman, even though he uses the dumbest looking fucking sword. Next, they rescue Nami. You see, Nami was actually a traitor. She wasn't actually a member of their crew. She betrayed them and took all their treasure to save her hometown from Shark Guy Arlong. And Luffy followed her and didn't accept her betrayal and defeated Arlong to save her town. So now she's a real member of the crew. Moving the fuck on! Remember Clown Guy from earlier? He's back, but don't worry, he's kind of ineffective as a villain. Luffy defeats him handily and escapes to the New World. Grand Line first. Grand Line, Jesus Christ. There's a whale here at some point. I forget if that's before or after they cross over to the Grand Line, but it's fine. The start of the Grand Line begins what is known as the Alabasta arc, which goes on for fucking ever. You see, the pirate crew, the Straw Hat Pirates, Luffy and the gang, they go to some mercenary town where they fight off a bunch of mercenaries from the Baroque works. Some of those mercenaries are a princess of this kingdom of Alabasta who is trying to save her kingdom from Crocodile, who is not a crocodile, but is a dude who has an obsession with crocodiles. He's got sand powers, and he's trying to take over the Sand Kingdom. That's right, Alabasta. The princess hops on the cruise ship, and they go off to Alabasta to save the town, kingdom, place from Crocodile. But first, they have to stop by Drum Island and pick up the next member of their crew. You might be thinking it's a dude, but it's actually a ranger with the powers of turning into a dude. No, seriously, that is his Devil Fruit power. Look at the fuck up. His name's Chopper, he's fucking adorable, and he's a doctor. That's kind of his whole shtick. He's a reindeer who is a doctor. Now then, they actually do end up in Alabasta. At some point along this journey, they meet up with Luffy's brother Ace, who's got all the firepower. It's actually his ability. He can shoot fire. It's nuts. Look it up. And Luffy tries to fight Crocodile, but gets fucked up by Crocodile. I'm pretty sure he also tries fighting Crocodile again, but also gets fucked up by Crocodile. But don't worry, third time's the charm, because it turns out Crocodile is weak to water. You see, Crocodile has the sand power, which lets him turn into sand and control sand, and use sand for very unrealistic sandy-based things, such as drying people out and turning them into mummies. Don't ask me how sand does that, it just does that do. But Luffy figures out, hey, if he gets wet before he tries punching Crocodile in the face, Crocodile can't turn into sand to escape Luffy's punches. So Luffy knocks the shit out of Crocodile, and the big, epic, seriously, this takes fucking forever arc is Done. Also, this Nico Robin chick joins the crew, and her power is that she can make hands appear anywhere. Great! Nico Robin is an archaeologist who was working for the Crocodile Man with the Crocodile Plan, but decided that she didn't want to be evil. Just now, after the fight was over. Pretty great. She's on the crew now. They head off to Skypiea, I believe, is next. And here they fight Enel, the lightning man with the lightning plan. Unfortunately, lightning doesn't work on rubber for vague reasons, and Luffy beats the shit out of him, and he proceeds to no longer be part of the story. Moving right along, remember Nico Robin? I hope so. I just said her name like 10 seconds ago. She's actually super duper important to the world government. That's right, there's a world government. One central group of authorities that has control over all of the islands on this absolutely fucking huge planet. Anywho, they hate Nico Robin because she can read ancient languages, and that's a problem for some reason. Iceman attacks the crew trying to kill Nico Robin, but they successfully fail to stop him, and he's just like, you guys are pretty cool, I'm going to leave for now. Iceman is actually an admiral of the Marines, by the way. Keep that in mind, it will be important eventually. But for now, they head to Water 7, where Nico Robin is kidnapped by CP9, and I will let your imagination tell you what CP9 could possibly stand for. The Straw Hat crew hops onto a sea train, which does exactly what you fucking think it does, and along the way, a cyborg named Frankie joins the crew, and he has absolutely fucking massive cyborg hands, and he wears a Speedo everywhere. He's a great dude. They go to Ain's Lobby, I think is how it's pronounced, Ain's Lobby, perhaps, where they fight CP9 in one-on-one death matches, and Luffy fights Rob Lucci, who is like evil Luffy. Instead of rubber powers, he has Jaguar Man powers. I know that doesn't really line up, but trust me, it makes sense. And they retrieve Nico Robin, who's just like, I want to live, because she was going to kill herself for some stupid nonsense. If I recall correctly, the next guy to join the Straw Hat crew is Brook, whose special power is that he's a skeleton, and he can do music. They meet him on Thriller Bark, which is controlled by the warlord known as Gecko Moria, whose special power is that he can control shadows. Unfortunately, Moria kinda sucks ass at being anything like a threat, so they defeat him and move the fuck along to, I believe the next location is Bubble Island. On Bubble Island, Luffy punches a world noble in the face to save a mermaid. No, seriously, that is what happens. And because he punches a world noble in the face, the government sends Light Man after him, and unlike Lightning Man, who gets absolutely fucked up, Light Man absolutely ruins their fucking day, but it's okay because Kuma, who is a cyborg that I failed to mention on the Thriller Bark segment of this little rant, saves the crew by teleporting them all around the fucking world, telling them, hey guys, guess what? You're going on a training montage. Luffy gets teleported to Sexy Women Island, where he meets Booby Hancock, a warlord of the sea who is actually really good at being a warlord, but ineffective at being a villain because she falls in love with Luffy right away. And here, Luffy learns that his brother, Fire Guy, remember him from earlier possibly, is actually being captured by the world government, and they are going to execute the shit out of him, and he wants to save him. Booby McBoobs decides to help Luffy on his quest to save his brother, and so escorts him to a big-ass prison called Impel Down. That location I actually remember the name of. At Impel Down, Luffy fights the Warden, Poison Man, who actually ruins Luffy's fucking day, and he makes friends with Buggy, remember that guy? Clown dude from earlier? As well as gay transgender dude, whose power is that he can change your gender. No, seriously, look it the fuck up. He stages a massive outbreak of the prison. Oh, also Crocodile's here. Remember Crocodile, the sand guy from earlier? He's along for the ride too. As well as Fish Dude, who's not been introduced yet, but he's part of the crew now. He's going to help out. They escape the prison and make their way over to Marineford, the home base of the Marines, where Ace, Luffy's brother, is going to be super mega duper executed. A giant fight breaks out because Ace, as it turns out, is a super important guy because he is a member of the Whitebeard pirate crew, and Whitebeard is a super duper important dude. Oh, also, Ace is the son of Gold Roger, the Pirate King. Remember that, it's going to be important. Except, not really, because Ace super duper dies right here. He is punched in the chest by a lava guy and pretty much dies right away. At this point, Blackbeard shows up. Remember Blackbeard? Of course you don't. I didn't talk about him until just now. And he's just like, "Zay ha ha ha, I am the main villain of the series." And literally everybody present is like, Yeah, but you kind of suck, though, and he gets his shit pushed in, even by Whitebeard. Whitebeard does die, he is killed by Blackbeard here, but, like, not really. You see, Whitebeard had, like, been stabbed in the chest, and been shot with cannons, and riddled with bullets, and only after all that does he finally die. It takes quite a lot to kill him. In the process, Blackbeard kind of looks like a bitch, but he does kill Whitebeard and take his powers. Whitebeard's powers were, the ability to cause earthquakes. It's really cool, I promise. And Luffy, who just watched his brother die, is super duper traumatized and is sent on a training arc. No, seriously. Luffy trains with Silver's Rayleigh, the former right hand to the Pirate King. Don't ask me where Silver's Rayleigh comes from, I actually forget. He spends 2 years on this training arc, as do the rest of the crew, and they meet up again back on Bubble Island. And then they head down to Fishman Island, where they meet a giant mermaid with giant tits. Also, Noah's Ark is down here for some fucking reason. I'm not even joking, it's just actually Noah's Ark. There's some evil mermaids down here on Mermaid Island, but it's fine. Luffy's crew is super duper powerful after their 2-year training arc, and they fuck the evil mermaids right up, and then leave Mermaid Island, ending up on half ice, half lava island, where they meet the gas man with the gas plans, Caesar Clown, as well as Trafalgar Law. Remember him? I hope fucking not, because I haven't talked about him yet. Trafalgar Law has the power to teleport things and move things around. It's really silly. Anywho, they beat the shit out of Caesar Clown, who is just like, haha, you fucking idiots, I actually work for Doflamingo. And they're like, who's Doflamingo? And he's like, it's fucking Crocodile 2.0, because Doflamingo took control of another kingdom, and they're like, well, I guess we gotta go beat the shit out of this guy. So they do that. They do beat the shit out of Doflamingo, but it takes fucking forever. You see, instead of sand, Doflamingo has strings as his power, and he uses this to... He's just a really annoying dude. He makes a string clone of himself at one point, and I'm like, what the fuck is this, Naruto? It's really dumb. But don't worry, Luffy does defeat him, they save the kingdom, they save the day, and then they're like, wait, what about Sanji? Oh, that's right, Sanji left the crew. He's being married! Oh, fuck! You see, I may have mentioned the Warlords at some point, but the Warlords are actually kind of small-time pirates in comparison to the Yonko, the 4 Emperors of the Sea, the 4 most shit-tastically powerful pirates of all time. Remember, Whitebeard? He was one of them. Blackbeard is now one of them as well. The others are Shanks, the pirate Luffy hung out with on a weekend when he was 10 years old, Big Mom, who is quite big, and Kaido, who is a dragon. No, seriously. Big Mom is like, Sanji, you must marry my daughter, and Sanji is like, I don't see a problem here, but Big Mom is like, haha, this is actually a plot so that I can get your family to show up at the wedding so that I can kill them and take over their technology, and Sanji's just like, okay, but I hate my family though, like, you could have just let me in on this evil plan of yours, I would have probably been on board. But it's alright, Luffy and the crew show up, save Sanji and Sanji's worthless family, escape Big Mom, and they head on over to... Wano. Fucking Wano. Oh wait, no, first they head to the giant elephant where all the animal people live, and they fight evil Elephant Man and kick him off. Anywho, let's explain Wano. You see, remember when they met the gas man with the gas plan? Well, that guy had a little kid being held captive in his evil facilities, and this dude, Momonosuke, or however the fuck you pronounce his name, is like, guys, you should come to my country and help me save it. And they're like, absolutely, this sounds like a great plan. And that country is fucking Wano. Now, Wano is unlike any other arc in One Piece's history, in that it takes fucking forever. Ugh, it's fantasy Japan. It's been taken over by Kaido. He's got a huge crew with a bunch of dudes' names who I'm not gonna fucking remember, and we're here for fucking ever. Like, in universe, we're on Wano for like a week, maybe 2 weeks. You know, we're there for a bit. A whole bunch of samurai show up. It's cool. We hear about this dude named Odin. He gets a huge backstory where everyone's like, yo, Odin, you're the coolest fucking dude ever. Remember the Pirate King? He's like, yo, Odin, I want to suck your dick. You should fuck my wife. Remember Whitebeard? He's like, yo, Odin, you're the coolest fucking dude ever. You should join my crew. I want to suck your dick. Remember Buggy the Clown, the creepy clown dude who can chop himself up? Yeah, he is like, yo, Odin, you're the coolest fucking dude ever. I want to suck your dick. And remember Kaido, the giant dragon man? Yeah, he's like, like, yo, Odin, you're the coolest dude ever. I want to suck your dick. But Odin dies. It doesn't fucking matter. The dude was a fucking loser. I hate hearing about him. And I hate being on Wano. We were on Wano for 3 real life fucking years. 150 fucking chapters. No, seriously, I fucking hate Wano. Wano fucking sucks. Luffy punches the shit out of the dragon by gaining Looney Tune fucking powers. Oh, weird. By the way, I forgot. Yeah, Luffy's fruit, remember? It was called the gum fruit, the rubber fruit. Actually, you're a fucking idiot. It's the human fruit model, Nika, and its power is Luffy is a Looney Tune fucker. No, I'm actually done. Fuck this video. Fucking Christ. Everything makes no fucking sense. Alright, I've calmed down now. They defeat Kaido and save Wano and move on to the next leg of their journey, which brings them to the current arc, actually. This catches you up, basically. Egghead, where they meet Daft Punk. Also, Daft Punk dies. And remember Rob Lucci from earlier? Yeah, he's back. This basically catches you up with the One Piece plot so far. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and a comment below. If you didn't, then why the fuck did you watch it all the way to the end? What the hell is wrong with you? Anywho, have a good day, guys. I'll see you later.